The headlines are loud again, but this time the focus isn't just on Jeffrey Epstein. It's on the people who lived through what he did and are still living with the consequences. And as someone that's been abused and sexually abused, I know what they're going through. After a recent hearing involving Attorney General Pam Bondi, survivors of Epstein's abuse are stepping forward, speaking openly about trauma, silence, and a justice system they say failed them. And from what I've seen, it has. Many of the survivors had already told their story years ago, some to investigators, some to journalists, some to no one at all. And yet they say the same question keeps coming back. How did this go on for so long? Epstein wasn't acting alone. The fact has never been in dispute. But accountability, survivors say, has been selective. I know certain people that have mentioned a million times could use some accountability. One survivor told NBC News that watching powerful figures testify while so many others remain untouched feels like reopening a wound that never healed. For them, this hearing wasn't closure. It was a reminder that Ghislaine Maxwell is serving time, but the system that enabled Epstein largely remains intact. A reminder that wealth and influence can delay justice, sometimes indefinitely. And a reminder that survivors are often asked to relive their trauma just to be believed. The emotional toll is heavy. Yes, it is, 100%. Several survivors described years of anxiety, fractured trust, oh God, yes, and financial instability tied directly to what they endured as teenagers. Some say they've waited decades to see real consequences, only to feel that justice arrived too late or not at all. Somewhere between those two, yeah. What's different now is attention. This story has drawn millions of views in less than a week. Public interest is surging again. And survive. What if it's because of this story or because of the fact that they just found a terabyte or 600 gigabytes or some ungodly amount of data of Epstein's that just all of a sudden just appeared? Anyway, hopefully in there some justice and accountability will come. This story has drawn millions of views in less than a week. Public interest is surging again, and survivors say that visibility matters, even when it hurts. Yes, those people that want the story out are usually the ones that have been victimized. Those that want to keep and hide it are usually the victimizers. Think about that. The one that wants to keep it quiet and rewrite history is usually the victimizer. Because silence protected Epstein, exposure didn't. Journalist Howard Jackson of NBC News has covered survivors' reactions closely, emphasizing how many of them are not asking for sympathy, but for accountability. Yes, that's a big one. They want answers. I think every abused person wants answers. Who intervened on Epstein's behalf? Who looked the other way? Well, the orange guy in charge did a lot of that looking the other way. He was getting favors. And why are so many documents still sealed? Yes, and didn't that Congress didn't they say that was a law that had to be done? Some say they don't expect justice anymore, but they still expect the truth. And that expectation is powerful, because every time survivors speak out, they strip away another layer of protection that once surrounded Epstein and his network. They remind the public that this wasn't just a scandal, it was a system. And systems only change when people refuse to be quiet. Yes, speak out. Absolutely. Write your congressman, email, call them, let them know. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear. Survivors are no longer waiting for permission to be heard. They are speaking now, and the country is listening. And I sure hope that I will continue and do everything in my power to fight for victims' rights. And that's Scott for 2028.